Afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. Deb will do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock, it's What'd You Do That's New. We'll go over Ross's choice, and then the listeners will choose something for us to review next week. 5 o'clock hour is trivia. We'll end it up with Ross Thoughts. It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth, and you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer, Jack Bradshaw. Good afternoon. Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
South Park, am I right?
407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram, Facebook, at The Jim Colbert Show, on X, just at Jim Colbert Show. YouTube, JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can also check out everything we have to offer, podcasts, all the broken out podcasts. And, of course, you can always send us a talkback. Use the iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio and use that mic to send your comment on down the line. We'll get you on the air in no time. How are you guys doing today on the hottest day of the year?
It is. Everything is wet.
Yeah. And that's on you, right? That's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a story today about Duke Energy. And if you have Duke Energy as your power company, Jack, who do you have?
Duke.
You have Duke?
Yeah, I do.
Are you a Duke customer?
I am not.
Are you a Duke customer?
No, I am not.
It says that, I don't know if you've noticed this, Jack. Of course, you have solar.
I do, but
So-
I still have an electric bill.
That still changes a little bit, but I guess people who do not have solar can experience about a 30% increase in their power bills going over the summer. That said the average power bill can be, for some people, in that $600 range.
Yeah, mine went up, not that bad because of solar. My solar produces, I'd say, half the electricity I use in a month. But it's a system I bought 12 years ago,
Yeah.
right? So they've gotten more efficient since then. However, it saved me over $10,000, since then, about
Right.
closer to 20. But it's I still get a bill every month because what I don't produce, I get from Duke. So
Right, yeah.
that 30% would apply to me as well.
Stupid question about solar, because I do not know. I'm not a solar guy. I had one solar thing in my entire life. It was a water heater on my house, which worked great, but that
Yes.
was pretty much it.
Yes, I have one of those as well,
Yeah.
actually.
Please tell me the question is, what happens at night?
It is not bad. What happens when it's cloudy? No, I'm joking.
You said a stupid question, so my imagination started to run wild.
I think this is a stupid question that most people can understand why I think it would be stupid. Is it better for solar if it's hotter? If it's
No.
I mean, it
No.
doesn't make any more power.
It makes less.
It makes less power.
It does. Yes.
That's a good question.
There you go. You never knew that, did you?
It makes
I
less.
didn't either.
And that's what I found out. Extreme heat reduces the efficiency of
Really?
the panels to a degree. It's only a little bit less. However, May, traditionally, since 2013, I've been producing electricity on my roof.
The most efficient
May is the best month because it's a little cooler and you're getting that, what I would call summer sun.
Yeah, that pre-summer sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is the best. And I do well throughout the summer. However, it's not as efficient in extreme heat.
Yeah.
You love the month. You know the month. Like,
Oh, buddy.
It sounds like you have the yarn connected to a bunch of things on a cork board, right?
I got it. I actually, what's funny is,
May 14th.
and my neighbor who at the time,
To the spreadsheet.
neighbor Dave, who he was the solar guy at the time who got me in solar. I was doing a spreadsheet for the first
Of course you
6 months or so.
You're like a small business over there.
yeah.
Oh man, listen, man, I kind of hate when Jim like really nails it.
Yeah. Oh,
It's bittersweet, right?
Put it this way, I can tell you what week every Yacht Rock song was played doing a spreadsheet.
Come on, man.
That's a true story. Robbie
Captain
Dupree.
Spreadsheet.
Nobody argued with you, Jack.
Robbie
You said that's a true story for no reason.
Robbie Dupree, Steal Away, played him 11 times.
Nobody's coming at you
in
about
2
your
years.
spreadsheet.
11 times. However, yes, so I was tracking it at first, but now with apps and everything, I can just look. I can see how much I saved in the 12 years, this past month, whatever.
And so we all, like the three of us, I think all of us live in older homes, right? Your home was built like in the 70s?
75.
Your home was built in like the 1810s.
No, it just turned 100 years old this year.
100 years old. I mean, yours is built in like the 50s, right?
Yeah.
My house is built in the 50s as well. My house is relatively insulated. We actually just sprayed some new insulation in a couple years back. We do have a massive AC unit on 3-phase power, which I've been told makes it more efficient. And our power bills really aren't that bad at all for how big the house is. Do you have to worry about that with your older house? I mean, insulation, are your power bills that bad?
Generally not, but I mean, still set it at 77 during the day, because on a day like today, 77 is going to feel cool.
And your cats are cool with that?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, they're low
Wait,
enough.
you kidding? I put on 77 in my house. Everyone's like, who turned it down? It's freezing in here.
Oh, really? No, I
Nice.
dropped that thing to 68 at night.
And now you have a son and a wife that just gave, well, I'll say just gave birth, but gave birth that usually.
Yeah, man, he's like 10 and a half months old.
Yeah.
Also, heavy, serious father talk at 6 o'clock for Ross Thoughts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, very cool.
I just want to tease that out because it's about to get for real at 6 o'clock.
Power bill bad for you because you have a block home. And you just did get a relatively new system from Mills a while back. I mean, just not, about 2 or 3, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, are your power bills all that bad?
No, they are completely fine. I mean, I say completely fine.
Like $300 or less?
Less.
Yeah.
They spike. It spikes, of course, in the summer, but honestly, it's worth that AC. Are you kidding me? Like, I have no. You can charge me $1,000.
Yeah.
I don't care. Look outside right now.
Yeah.
Right,
The
exactly.
flowers are crying.
You know, the other thing that I hear people complaining about, and so I know Code Black deals with this, and I don't know how many people out there deal with this because I think none of us here have a pool. But man, Code Black is basically incapable of swimming in his pool because he doesn't have a screen over it, and it gets so hot it's not comfortable. It was like that in June. Like
Oh,
it's
no.
basically not usable even at night. When you jump in, it is literally warm to the touch. Kind of wild. I wonder how many other people are experiencing that here lately because we never did. All of my pools have had screens, but the pool I built right before I left this house that we had last time,
topless.
It had no top, and I noticed that it also, even though relatively deep, and I mean, I think it was like 13 or 14,000 gallons, it started kind of getting warm pretty quick. I wonder if people also have that issue, and if there's a technology other than a pool cover that people use to keep their pools like refreshing. Because if not, why have the damn thing? If you're jumping into lukewarm water, that's what it is.
It's funny. I hear people say it's too hot. It doesn't. I have a hard time believing it. I just think if you go in the pool, it's going to be better than
I'm telling you,
the air.
92 degrees. Ugh.
I'm telling you, it's hot. It's like it's like not quite body temp, but I think if you ask Code Black what his pool temp right now, it's in the high 80s.
Dude, it's so hot in Florida, we have to air condition our pools.
Oh, that's so bad. But that's like kind of what I'm wondering. Even if you cycle it, it doesn't matter because it just gets an ass kicking from the sun all day long, and it just doesn't take long. His was hot pretty quick in the season.
First time I saw this, used Apple Maps, Google Maps, and I pulled it up and it said heat advisory, like watch out. Even my phone was like, "Hey, yo, are you sure about leaving?"
Really?
Yeah, like it was giving me a heads up. Like we're in some historic heat wave of some sort.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the hottest day of the year. Matter of fact, I saw a story this morning and I didn't pull it. And when I went back to pull the damn thing, it was gone. I couldn't find it. Yeah, Jesus, dude, don't even get me started. They're saying it's so hot out there, it's actually bending rails, like train rails.
I have
my.
a story about
Oh,
that.
you do?
Yeah, not about train rails, but something else.
Yeah.
Rails.
Buckling a road.
Yeah.
In real time, and a hammer from a business caught a car going over it, and it buckled the road like 1.5 feet in the air. The thing just buckled up in the air. The pavement separated from the tar that holds it down to the limestone. It just kind of bubbled up.
This is the first year that it feels exactly like a hair dryer to me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that other summers are colder or hotter.
Right,
I'm just
yeah.
saying this one's the most hair dryery for me.
The dome that's over us right now is particularly insidious because there's very little humidity. I mean, of course, I'm sitting in the studio here, but I was out this afternoon.
Jim's wearing a sweater.
Or yesterday afternoon, I was out this morning, and I know it's super hot out there, but it seems more arid than it does like humid hot. Like when I was out playing golf last week, I sweat for sure, but it wasn't like that when you sweat when it's humid, where you're just dripping sweat. It wasn't like that. This
I
reminds me
did
more of
today.
a desert heat.
Yeah. That's the camp of Jim. I be dripping right now.
I'd be dripping, yeah.
I am Niagara Ross.
I tried watering the plants in the back, and within 5 minutes, I had to wipe the sweat out of my eyes. The salt water was making them
Oh,
sting.
good God. Well, we do have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Saw a thing on Reddit. Would you take a $10,000 check to push a button that would erase one random hour of your life, of your memory?
Oh man.
So you push the button, you get 10 grand, and they spin a wheel, and it just because you think the chance is going to be pretty good that they're going to pick an hour you're sleeping.
I'm pretty sure I did that for $50 and it came in a bag.
Red Lobster's actually turning things around. We'll talk about that a little bit later today. We have the best tourist attraction in the nation here in Central Florida. I've learned that I now know how I want to go out when I die. Ozzy is showing everybody the way. And also, we have a
Tribute concert for you?
No, not a tribute concert. Just the way he's doing it, I think is kind of cool. And the Trump administration going after Kratom. So we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. Dad, what do you got for news?
Real quick, I think, Jim, you might be on something with humidity. It's at 57%, and we've dealt with it much higher, where you walk outside, you feel like you are walking through something.
Yeah, because one
Right.
of the things in Florida is, 100 degrees, 100% humidity, or, 98 degrees, 95% humidity. At 50, it's ridiculous. I mean, it is. It's like being in Vegas. That's what it reminds me of.
It hurts outside.
Yeah, it's crazy. What you got for news, kiddo?
Well, we're going to talk about a Gainesville standoff suspect is dead. A House Oversight Committee decides on Ghislaine Maxwell's request. And I've got enough time to find another story, but we were going to talk about a fitting send-off for the Prince of Darkness.
Oh, that's fine. We can all, if it's in news, it's in news. We're going to talk about it either way because I find it it's actually kind of charming.
It is very charming,
Isn't it?
and I haven't heard of it happening since Princess Diana
Yeah,
died.
same here. That's kind of one of the things I want to talk about. We'll do that in just a little bit. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Ranked by, I guess, tourist attractions in America. Some
It's got to be the Big D.
Which one?
The Big D.
What was that?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. I don't want to get in trouble.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You're going to run into some slowdowns on the Greenway southbound heading over Lake Jessup Bridge due to an accident before State Road 434. An accident's getting cleared up here on I-4 westbound before Florida's Turnpike. Move over and slow down. If you see police activity or emergency vehicles on the roadways, traffic's piling up in your typical areas on the major roadways this afternoon, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
What's an American? Red Pilled America takes you on a provocative 8-part journey to rediscover what it means to be an American. From kings and patriots to immigration and ideology, we uncover the hidden history that defines who we are and what's at stake. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Man, you just heard us talking. It is hot. I mean, there's really no need to even stick your head outside. It's just boiling. That's why you need an AC company that can come through for you every single time. For me and for Ross and for Deb and her mom and for Jack, it's Mills Air. These guys are awesome. 30 plus years of experience in keeping Central Florida and your families nice and cool. And their techs are awesome people. They know these systems inside and out, and they'll never make you feel uncomfortable while they're working in your home. Not to mention, Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That's important. It can get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today and schedule that appointment. It's 407-277-1159. Find them online easily at millsair.com.
Eustace Roofing. New roof, no mess.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. Add 1, 2. Oh, and fast too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
Call Nickley.
When disaster strikes, trust Paul Davis Restoration. Look, emergencies can happen anytime, leaving your property in disarray without warning. Whether it's a fire, flood, mold, or storm damage, the remediation and restoration experts at Paul Davis are here to help. With 24/7 emergency service availability and a 30-minute response window, we can confidently bring fast, practical solutions to residential and commercial property owners. If your home or business has been damaged by fire, water, or storm, call Paul Davis Restoration. Here to help 24/7. 407-629-6700 or orlando.pauldavis.com.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
The Girlfriends is back with a new season, and this time I'm telling you the story of Kelly Harnett. Kelly spent over a decade in prison for a murder she says she didn't commit. As she fought for her freedom, she taught herself the law.
He goes, oh, God, Harnett, jailhouse lawyer.
And became a beacon of hope for the women locked up alongside her.
I think I was put here to save souls by getting people out of prison.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search The Girlfriends Jailhouse Lawyer, and listen now.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Hey there, my sink is leaking water. I need help right now.
We're having a company-wide staring contest. Do you want to play?
But what about my sink?
Okay, me versus you.
No.
Ready, go.
No, I'm not playing. And you know what? I should have called Frank Gay.
Oh, I almost blinked.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When it comes to plumbing problems, you want a helpful operator to guide you and an honest and reliable plumber to provide customized solutions for your home.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Did you catch Luisito's header?
Yeah, I just recorded it on my new Samsung A36 5G phone I got for free at Total Wireless.
Oh, I'm actually live streaming the whole match with my new Samsung Tab A9 that I also got free at Total Wireless.
I got that tablet too.
And I got that phone too. We both got both. Go!
Switch to Total Wireless and get both the Samsung A36 5G and a Samsung Tab A9 for free. For a limited time while supplies last, valid in store. Requires new phone activation on the Total 5G Unlimited plan or higher external port and ID verification and new activation on the Total 5G Unlimited 6-month tablet plan. Restrictions apply.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZzzQuil Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Check out Behind the Flow, a podcast documentary series following the launch of San Diego Football Club.
San Diego coming to MLS is going to be a game changer because this region has been hungry for a men's professional soccer team.
We need to embrace this community.
Listen to San Diego FC Behind the Flow on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Behind the Flow and start listening.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Tuesdays just got Mo better with Ross Padgett. Presented by JustCallMo.com. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hello, Simply Jeremy here, chiming in from Malden, South Carolina at Bridgeway Station, the Castle. Your buddy Code Black needs to get a jet or the water fountain for the pool. It screws into the jet. They're relatively inexpensive, and they will change the temperature. The water goes up in the air, and when it comes back down into the actual pool, it will cool the pool about 20 degrees, and I highly recommend it. And a lot of them have lights you can put in them that will make the water change colors. They look really cool at night. Highly recommend it.
Pardon me if I find that hard to believe. 20 degrees?
So I've heard 10.
Wow, really?
I guess it's the way it disrupts the water. It's not just reflecting the heat or absorbing the heat.
Right.
Because the water's being moved over, and I don't know.
All right. Well,
Yeah, the molecules are breaking.
Yeah, molecules are breaking.
Okay, good.
That's the science of it.
Thanks,
Back
Jack.
to you,
Appreciate
Jim.
that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are right over there, and Deb has your news.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, this
this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Authorities are still trying to figure out why a gunman went on a shooting rampage, killing 4 people inside a Midtown Manhattan office building yesterday before turning the gun on himself. New York City Mayor Eric Adams says the gunman mentioned the NFL in a note found on his body and appears to have blamed football for struggles with a brain disease called CTE, which can only be diagnosed after death.
We have reason to believe that he was focused on the NFL agency that was located in the building, and we're going to continue to investigate with our federal partners.
Police say in that note, Shane Tamura asked that his brain be studied. The NFL is on several floors of the building on Park Avenue, targeted by the gunman, apparently a one-time star high school football player in California.
Wow.
All right, back closer to home, an hours-long armed standoff near the University of Florida campus in Gainesville has ended with the suspect shot and killed by Alachua County Sheriff's deputies. The incident began when deputies were attempting to serve a felony narcotics warrant at an apartment complex. That's when the suspect fired a shot in the direction of the officers. As you can imagine, SWAT teams were then called in to assist with the situation. And as the standoff continued, the suspect fired additional shots after barricading himself inside one of the apartments. The man was then shot by deputies. Thankfully, no one else was injured. The area has been secured, and officials have said the incident had nothing to do with the university, but just out of an abundance of caution.
Sure, yeah.
Where the shooting took place, I guess it was near the university's HR building, and that building was evacuated.
Wow.
All right. Dangerous heat continues to grip Florida, with most of the state under extreme heat warnings or heat advisories. So up in the Panhandle, it wasn't a train track, it wasn't a road, but the heat is blamed for a bridge closure in Bay County.
Really?
So the city of Panama City closed the Tarpon Dock Bridge on East Beach Drive yesterday. That's because the city says the heat expansion resulted in improper closure following a boat passage. So the fire department was called in to spray the bridge with water to cool it down and contract the metal.
Damn.
It was so bad, the drawbridge was left overnight in the upright position.
Wow.
So boats could continue to pass through, but the bridge was closed to vehicle traffic.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
Got to go the long way.
I know,
Yeah,
exactly.
almighty, man.
Oh. And now they've got to go in and make sure that they meet. And
right.
I mean,
and that the structural integrity is still there.
Exactly.
Goodness Lord.
All right. Here we go. Jeffrey Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell's request for immunity in exchange for testimony is being declined by a House committee. In a letter today, Maxwell's lawyers said she would be willing to testify before Congress if she was given formal immunity. If not, her lawyers said she would invoke the Fifth Amendment and decline to testify. The House Oversight Committee said it will soon respond to the letter, but immediately ruled out congressional immunity. Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year sentence in federal prison. She met with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche for questioning last week as the Trump administration faces pressure to release all files related to the Epstein case. And remember, she was appealing to the U.S. Supreme Court to say, listen, that deal that Jeffrey Epstein reached protects me as well.
Supposed to, right? That's what she said.
But the court says, no, that deal was reached in Florida, and that Florida deal will not apply to New York.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Explain this. Why do we need her testimony? Why can't we let her just rot in jail?
We do not need her testimony. I said this yesterday. We supposedly have everything that she knows. We have videotapes of inside both of those houses. We have audio tapes. We have thousands of photographs, admittedly by the AG and the director of the FBI. There's really no need to talk to this bitch. Just let her die. I'm serious.
Well,
I mean, she's a child trafficker. She's a child sex trafficker.
Yeah, she
Let
is.
her rot away where she belongs.
But I believe she has 20 years. Right?
Yeah.
It's a 20-year sentence.
It's only 20 years.
Yeah, so she'll get out.
You know,
right? How old is she?
She's in her 50s.
Right at 50, I think, or something.
All right. Well, hey, you guys want your flakes to get frosted a little bit more?
Make me a diabetic.
Well, an audit conducted by Orange County, this is a Wesh 2 story, by the way, but of course everybody has it, shows that Visit Orlando, which bills itself as a not-for-profit trade association that markets and sells area tourism.
Well, that setup doesn't sound good.
Spent some tourism development tax money on items that did not promote tourism. Oh, things like March Madness skyboxes and a private car allowance for its CEO.
Yeah.
This is the same agency that Scott Maxwell, who we talk to every Wednesday from the Orlando Sentinel, has taken to task and said, why can't some of this tourist development tax money go to support the infrastructure that tourists use or better bus routes?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
It has to go to tourism.
Crazy.
Like skyboxes.
Hey, that's important. that creates demand to people want to come here.
You sound sarcastic.
They go, no, I'm being genuine.
Well, tourism is all about what you are about to see, and I can see a way better view from here. So,
well, the agency is also accused of incorrectly classifying some TDT dollars as private funds. And Orange County says, listen, we had to do this audit, right? I mean, these guys collect, they get 6% off of every bed. That's,
It's $100 million a year they get. $100 million a year.
So last year, the report I read on Wesh said that total came out to $105 million a year for Visit Florida.
Oh, they got tipped.
What percentage of was that their budget?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
92%. That covered that $105 million that they got from that tourist development tax.
Still only covered 92% of their budget.
92% of their budget.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Hey, they do the Lord's work for us here in our tourist-based economy here in Florida.
You're right,
Again,
sarcasm.
This sounds a lot like sarcasm, buddy.
No, wait.
I don't know what your attempt is there, but
it's very important. The job they do is very important. We're just saying, hey, let's take a little of that money and roads and that sunrail. Let's get it going. Let's get that sunrail going to places where we want to go.
Yeah,
you want to do that,
including weekends.
You want to do that when it's obvious that Pitbull's guest house needs new flooring.
Well, Pitbull, might I recommend Core Flooring Center in Winter Park.
Thank you.
Call Corey. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He'll give you that Pitbull discount.
All right, Governor Ron DeSantis spoke at the 2025 Florida Sheriff's Florida as a law and order state.
We've been as strong as any state in the country on child sexual abuse, including enacting the death penalty for pedophiles.
DeSantis also highlighted anti-riot laws preventing protesters from taking over streets and the new registry for people convicted of animal cruelty, so residents know if their neighbor is a threat to their pets. And, of course, rescue organizations won't, adopt out a dog to an abuser. Those suing over alligator Alcatraz will get to make their case next month. A federal judge scheduled a hearing for August 18th. That's when he'll hear arguments from immigrant rights groups suing over the detention facility in the Everglades. The plaintiffs say they can't get hearings for detainees because it's not clear who has jurisdiction over the facility.
Okay.
The plaintiffs want the judge to order DHS to designate an immigration court to hear their cases. All right, a former Ormond Beach police officer who was caught on camera attacking a woman after her arrest will spend the next 6 months in jail. 32-year-old Jacob Cannon was sentenced today. The incident occurred during a DUI investigation last December. He pleaded no contest and apologized for his actions. He'll also have to serve 2 years of probation once he's released.
Wow.
I know. Has to give up his service revolver or service weapon, his certification. All right, a couple of Florida lawmakers are pushing to modernize a Space Coast launch facility. Senators Ashley Moody and Congressman Byron Donalds announced yesterday they have urged the Air Force Secretary to increase the efficiency of modernization operations at Cape Canaveral Space Launch Complex 37. It sounds like a lot of fancy words for saying a lot of this crap is really old.
Yeah.
And that's not even one of the main ones for the shuttle ones. That's, one of the other rocket pads. But I mean, some of that stuff, I bet, is like really old.
Oh, really old.
Like 50-year-old
Exactly. And Moody says it can no longer handle heavy lift launches due to outdated infrastructure.
Damn.
So she says updating it will ensure continued American space dominance.
There you go.
And to that end, SpaceX is going to attempt a late-night launch from Cape Canaveral, launching another batch of Starlink satellites from the Falcon 9 rocket. The 28 satellites will be sent into low Earth orbit. Launch window is from 11:30 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. when the Perseid meteor shower is going on.
Yeah.
Meteor, nope, satellite.
Yeah.
Meteor, nope, satellite.
Hey, we all understand the importance of internet. Let's just put as many of them up there as we can.
Don't say it, Jack.
Let's more launches.
After his morning, Jimmy let him say it.
This whole segment, Jack seems like he's been paid off by special interests.
It really has.
It's either sarcasm or I need to question that wad of cash in his pocket.
He's making $6,100 this segment alone.
I'm saying Visit Florida could have people come here to watch the launches.
What core kick you for that drop?
Yeah. Cha-ching.
Yeah, really, yeah.
All right, those who use the little Econ Greenway should be aware of a recent incident. The sheriff's office issued a warning yesterday for those who walk or run on the trail, and apparently it's really popular. According to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, a man attacked a woman while she was running on the trail near Yates Road on Friday morning, like at about 7 o'clock. So it wasn't really late. Tried to rape her, but thankfully she was able to fight him off and get away. Deputies found surveillance video of the man, posted it on the Sheriff's Office social media sites, and are asking anyone who recognizes him to contact deputies so they can, give him some silver handcuffs and take him to the Gray Roof Hotel.
If I was a woman, I would never, ever, ever go out that early without bear spray or some type of defense mechanism. No way possible ever in a million years. We had this situation happen over here in Longwood at that trail. I forget which one is it over here, Jack? The one that it's on Katy Way.
Cross Seminole Trail?
Yeah, the Cross Seminole Trail, where there was a certain section there where this dude was like jumping out and flashing, people. And I went to that section because I just happened to do a gig over there, and I went over that section. I'm like, yeah, it's an alley of nothing, and like you run down this alley, it's almost like you're being asked to have somebody do that to you because I know that's not the case, but it's just so secluded. Anybody with nefarious intentions could easily conceal themselves until you got right up on them.
Well, those who use the trail are asked to remain vigilant, go with someone instead of running alone. Also, make sure you share your location with a friend, right? Hey, I'm going running at the trail.
Right,
I'm leaving now. Avoid using noise-canceling attack. The man ran up to her from behind.
Right, that's what happens.
So she didn't see him coming.
Yeah, and the headphone thing is a big deal, too. A lot of people put one in and leave one out so they can hear or whatever, because that's the other thing is they look for people that have headphones and they can sneak up on you, right? Walk right up behind you.
Take advantage of it.
Have you rocked out with some noise-canceling headphones?
I haven't. My wife has them and loves them.
They block out everything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because they work.
She uses it on planes.
Yeah.
She flies to the West Coast and flies out in the Midwest a lot for work. So she uses it there and she loves them.
How is she going to know when the plane's on fire?
Oh, God.
A follow-up to a story we've been following for a while. A man is now facing charges for the deadly Clearwater ferry crash. I can't remember what venue he owns out there, but FWC announced yesterday Jeff Knight is charged with leaving the scene of a boating accident involving death or serious bodily injury. He was driving the boat that hit the ferry near the Memorial Causeway Bridge 3 months ago. 40 people on board the ferry. One man was killed. 10 people were hurt. The FWC will release more details today on its investigation. Remember, he said he left the scene of the accident because his boat was taking on water.
Yeah, not true.
And then they came back and said, yeah, no play. That's not actually what happened.
Yeah, that's not.
Janice Live?
Janice Live.
Which is crazy. That's a killer venue, right?
It is. But I believe he immediately, when he realized this wasn't going away, he
transferred ownership or whatever.
He transferred, stepped away, and said, "Okay,
it's not mine now. Not mine now."
I wonder what kind of time comes with that kind of charge. Like, is that a minimum 5 years, maximum 5 years, 2 to 3? I mean, do we know?
I don't, but I would imagine, especially with the new laws that went into effect on July 1st, that boating fatalities, reckless boating would be increased penalties.
And you could only assume it's similar to hit and run with a fatality, right?
That's what I would assume.
Because it's the same thing, just on the water.
Yeah, but
exactly.
eight felonies.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Yikes. All right, if you're planning to go on a cruise,
to answer that question, sorry to interrupt,
Not
each
at
felony charge can carry a sentence of up to 30 years in prison.
Oh, and he's facing how many?
8. 240 years.
Oh,
yeah.
I
You were
transfer
there.
ownership.
I was
too.
going to say it dramatically, and then you said it like you're smart.
Well, I had to beat you.
Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
All right, Miami-based Norwegian Cruise Line is gearing up to build a water park on its private Bahamas island, Great Stirrup Cay.
That's all the Bahamas is now, right? It's just a water park with the government.
The nearly 6 show title.
That's what it is, though. It's just a water park with the government. That's it.
The nearly 6-acre Great Tides Water Park will feature 19 slides, a 9,000-square-foot splash pad for kids, an 800-foot-long dynamic river, and a first in the industry cliff diving feature.
Oh, man.
It's set to open in summer 2026.
That doesn't sound very, let's say, litigious.
Water parks, timeless, still fun.
And it's no pit bull, but Lil Wayne is launching his tour, and he's making a stop in Orlando. The Carter 6 tour will start on Thursday in Bristow, Virginia, wrap up in West Palm Beach on October 2nd. The hip-hop legend will make a stop at the Kia Center on October 1st. He'll be joined by Tyga, No Cap, and Belly Gang Cushington. Tickets are on sale now.
I'd see Lil Wayne.
Hello, my name is Belly Gang Cushington.
And then finally, a fitting end, as I said, to the Prince of Darkness. This is almost worth buying a plane ticket for, because late metal icon Ozzy Osbourne is going to be celebrated in his hometown of Birmingham, England tomorrow. Osbourne died last week, just weeks after performing a farewell show with his band Black Sabbath and pretty much half the rock world. The 76-year-old singer's body is going to be carried on a hearse through the streets alongside a brass band.
Now,
very jazzy, very New Orleans, isn't it?
Can I ask a question? In the BBC's article about Ozzy doing this very thing, they use a word I've not heard before. I've not even seen it, and I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. I want to know if one of you two, not so much you, Ross.
But I believe. Watch this Friday Night Lights performance.
Ozzy, is it cortege to make a final trip through Birmingham? Now, I guess, is it Cortege? So I guess that's a parade that includes the showing of a body as a cortege?
Cortege?
Or cortege?
Cortege. It's cortege, Jim.
Yeah, it probably is. Anyway, I've not seen that word before, and it's used.
That was for Ross, by the way.
Thank you.
He
Appreciate
nailed
that.
it.
Which I'm just blind confident right now.
Okay, good.
Well, Osborne's family is covering the cost of the procession, which the city's mayor said would be a dignified and fitting tribute that will mean so much to his fans.
It does. It means solemn procession.
There you go.
That's exactly what it means. Now we know. I did not know that.
You learn something new every day.
It's a My Chemical Romance Black Parade music video.
It's exactly what it
in
is.
England.
And that concludes your JCS News.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey, Central Florida, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. Today is a Fox 35 weather impact day because we're expecting more intense heat to take hold across Central Florida. An extreme heat warning is in place. That begins at noon today and lasts through 7 p.m. That's because we're expecting a high of 99 degrees, but it will feel closer to around 110 to as high as 115 this afternoon, with a 40% chance of scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by The Backstory with Patty Steele.
We just watched the sentencing of the Idaho killer who slaughtered 4 students in their dorm. It calls to mind the murder of 8 young student nurses 60 years ago. Listen to The Backstory with Patty Steele on the iHeartRadio app.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at FAS Exteriors. These guys are awesome installing windows and doors in a couple of my homes here in Central Florida over the years. Love them. FAS stands for Father and Son. This is a family-owned business, and you will love doing business with them. Their expert team of window and door installers will make your entire project seamless from measurement all the way down to that final inspection. Been doing it since 2005, guys. FAS has certainly earned their spot in Orlando as the top-rated window and door experts out there. So with that in mind, upgrade your home today with a team that delivers excellence. Simply visit FASWD.com and trust the leader in windows and doors.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia, where Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands off MSRP. Make your summer extra hot in a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS. Lease it for just $119 a month, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, and zero security deposit. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see it in a Kia. Click or visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants through KFA. Includes $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax title license, $899 dealer, and $249.50 doc fee. Expires 8/15/25.
Beginning of the show, we were talking about solar and how much I've saved over the years. And the reason I was able to afford it when I got it 12 years ago, there was a 30% federal tax credit that you get back on the cost of that solar installation. That is still available. However, it is going away at the end of the year. That's why you need to act now and contact solarsource.com before August 31st to get on their list to get solar installed. If you've been thinking about going solar, whether it's your a PV system, your pool system, or a water heater, now is the time to reach out to solarsource.com. Also, battery backup system as well. That 30% federal tax credit is going away at the end of the year. So contact them before the end of August and make sure you don't miss out on those savings. And make sure you go to solarsource.com.
Daytona Beverages and Bud Light celebrate our local heroes. We continue to meet sacrifice with hope for America's first responders and military families with our Folds of Honor Local Heroes Challenge. A portion of proceeds from every Bud Light sold this summer will be donated locally to Folds of Honor to fund scholarships for military and first responder families. Look for festive Bud Light summer displays at your favorite retailers. Purchase Bud Light and raise one for our heroes this summer. Daytona Beverages is locally owned and operated out of Volusia County.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Want to bet on sports but no clue where to start? Millions of players are already making moves on Hard Rock Bet. Your friends might be winning. Why not you? Bet with confidence. Bets by real players help guide your picks. Go with the crowd and cash in on the wins. Any pick that catches your eye. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar & Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar & Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Radio 104.1
or a 290
is available only at the
There's no other.
Want more from the Jim Colbert Show? Online at jimcolbertlive.com.
Hey guys, so talking about pools, I have an above ground pool. It's about 8,500 gallons.
Damn.
And right now, I went in there just yesterday, and it was 94 degrees on the thermometer in there. Talking about air conditioning, I got 3 systems in my house and then one in the garage, and I keep my house 78 and then 80 while I'm gone. I'm running a $404 power bill this month, this month, yep. So, hey man, costs a lot to keep cool.
It does, buddy. That's a commodity here in the summer in Florida. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 4 o'clock, top of the hour. We'll do What'd You Do That's New, going over that scene from Willy Wonka, the one from the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka, the squirrel scene. We'll do that. That's Ross's choice. We do have a listener's choice coming up as well. We'll do that in just a few minutes. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yeah.
So is Ross.
Like, I'm not, super into squirrels. Like,
squirrels are very cool.
They're cool.
Fascinating animals.
Look, listen to that. See, Jim's more into squirrels than I am. I just didn't want you guys to think that I'm like some freak about squirrels when I suggested this video.
I think they're the most athletic animal on Earth.
See, that's crossing a line to me.
Well, yeah. Jim is definitely more into squirrels. He used to raise one.
I had one.
One
yeah.
was part of his family.
Yeah, I had a squirrel. And he scissor bit right through my wife's hand, and that's when the squirrel went away. We let squirrel go.
So, how long did you have this squirrel?
We had that squirrel for about 5 months, if I remember right.
Did it have a name?
Yeah, its name was Ratchet.
Do you want to, how long?
You
had
want
it
to
for
pour a
5
little bit out
months?
on the ground for
Ratchet?
What's that?
Yeah, I don't know. I just figured you had something to get off your chest about your pet squirrel.
No. We found it. It fell out of a tree during hurricane season, as they will. My wife is an empathetic soul, so we took the squirrel in and then learned how to feed the squirrel with a bottle. We got the squirrel to adulthood. It was a male, and once it reached adulthood, it got kind of horny, and it went bite crazy, and it literally bit through my wife's finger, and I'm not joking, it did. And then the squirrel lost its cuteness immediately, and the squirrel was the squirrel was living outside at the point with the ability to come and go into its cage. And then the whole process was we just thought, well, once it was ready to go, it would just stay gone. And that's exactly what happened. One day it just wasn't there anymore. We never saw him again.
I've never seen anybody take a squirrel so seriously that it is close to my life.
Oh, yeah, it was cool.
And by all means, I'm not poking fun. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just like that you have that side of you.
Yeah,
you also have a revolver the entire time this is happening.
I have photographs of him somewhere. I'll see if I can find one and I'll send it to you.
You know, you'll nurse a squirrel back to health, but you also have a bow, and you're down to, go bow hunting.
Yeah, and the squirrel, when you would wear jeans, it would run around your leg as like a barber pole, and it would come up to you and just run around you like crazy. And what you don't realize is how effing sharp a squirrel's claws are, and it's a little painful. We all took a pretty big hit with the squirrel.
Well, I'm curious what you'll think about the squirrel scene.
Okay, good.
What you do.
We'll do that in a minute. 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031. Did you guys see the list of the places that it says the tourist trap or worth it? In other words, is it worth going or is it a tourist trap?
All right, that's the second most wanted list right now.
It's so funny because it does have a world list, and then it has the top attractions in the U.S. What would you think the most visited what they consider to be the top attraction in the United States?
Well, didn't you say it was the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex?
It is. This is the 2025 Traveler's Choice Award of the best things to do, and the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex came in number one. Beating out another East Coast legend.
We have been saying that for years about the Kennedy Space
And it's
Center.
true. It's 100% true. They've won this before in Merritt Island. It beat out one other attraction it's East Coast attraction. Not really attraction, really.
Marineland?
No, it's not an attraction. Right? It's always funny how they mention this to be an attraction.
Like Daytona Beach?
The mermaids?
I was going to say the Daytona Beach.
Remember, I said East Coast. I didn't say in Florida. I just said East Coast.
See, I was thinking the fish girls in the spring.
Wiki-wachi.
The Wiki-wachi mermaids?
Yeah.
Or fish girls. It's fine. Same thing.
Fish girls are easy.
Empire State Building in New York.
Oh, okay.
Sun Studio. I've actually been to a lot of these. You know what the funny thing is? I've been to almost every one of these let's see, I've been to Kennedy Space Center. I've been to the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
I've been to the Sun Studio in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis Presley started his career.
Right.
And a number of others. Central Park in New York. I've been to that. That's a must visit. And I will tell you the thing about Central Park. It is way bigger than you think.
Oh, yeah.
Like we rented bikes. We're like, hey, let's take a little rom-com bike ride around Central Park. We'll rent the bikes for an hour. We'll have plenty of time. Dude, we were racing to get those bikes back so we wouldn't have to pay another $20 for another hour. It was a haul, dude. It is gigantic. It's like a city in itself. You could literally build another city easily in Central Park.
It's funny that you had that experience because I actually had the complete opposite where I didn't think, man, this place is so big. I actually thought, like, I am so small.
It's big, though, man.
Well, I felt so small because I've seen so many photos of Central Park, and you're so used to seeing the steel jungle and then right up against the trees.
Sure, yeah.
And then I don't know. You're right, though. It is massive.
It's so big, you just can't get over how gigantic it is. You could go in there and spend an entire day and not even see a third of it, really. Stetson Mansion right here in DeLand, Florida is on there. Coral Reef State Park in Key Largo. Brooklyn Bridge in New York is on there. The National Museum of World War II Aviation in Colorado Springs will be there. I would actually throw in the new, I say new, it's probably about 10 years old now. The World War II Museum in New Orleans is also unbelievable. MoMA in New York, and then Alcatraz Island in San Fran.
MoMA was super cool.
I've never been to MoMA.
Yeah.
MoMA.
I'm sorry, MoMA. Yeah, MoMA.
Museum of Modern Art.
Yes.
We did that. That was a school field trip for us once.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that is cool. Been to Alcatraz. That's a blast.
That's where you go. You see some Monet. You see all the epics, and it's in New York.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You know what's awesome about this list? And I know that Central Florida is known for its theme parks, but Kennedy Space Center has something that no theme park will ever have to a certain degree.
Which is?
Substance.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's literal substance.
Well, that's what we talk
It's
about.
real.
You're walking through the history of the space program. I mean, which, globally is still very interesting to many, many people. We take it for granted because we're like 25, 30 miles from it. But really, globally, it is still a fascinating thing in science. And we get these launches all the time. We just they're a blip on our radar. And people would fly across the country, across the world to see one of these things.
It's applicable science.
Yes.
Because, theme parks, that's physics. But this is the science that is our history and future.
It's the stuff you see on the news all over the world, right? It's right there in Central Florida.
It's almost like theme parks are like a story being told, and then Kennedy Space Center is like storytelling.
Yes.
I know that sounds almost like too hippy-dippy, but one of them is that, like, when you go to a theme park, you're like, oh, wow, it's stunning. It's not real, but it's stunning.
Right.
And when you go to Kennedy and you see a chard mark on the bottom of a spaceship,
right,
you go, that's real.
Well, look, when they brought Atlantis in, before they built the Atlantis, it was just in a hangar over there at the VAB. And we got to go tour Atlantis before they were going to put it in the display that it's in now, which is amazing if you haven't seen it. And you're 100% right, dude. They did not doctor that thing up. There was no painting. There was no nothing. The tiles that were all burned up, you can still see it. The entryways, they will take you and see, they'll show you the little imperfections that it got through the last trip. They just dusted that thing off and hung it up. And it is pretty rudimentary as well. When you get inside that thing, it's kind of crazy.
It's got one button on.
It is nuts, man. I mean, it is so much more like when you watch the videos of them up there, you're like, oh yeah, they'll go here, they'll go there. There's like those going there places are really small. The actual workspace in the craft is not big at all. You think it is. But it's not in the least. It's kind of crazy. And everything comes out of the walls.
It's 35 square foot.
Yeah, it's way smaller than you think, dude. like way smaller. And getting in the driver's seat or getting in the captain's seat or whatever it is, it's kind of wild because it's not comfortable. It's not built to be comfortable. It's built to be accessible with spacesuits and stuff on. So it's wild there as well. I got a picture of me sitting in it. It's nuts, like completely nuts. You have to go through this white room, this sticky room before you even go into the main craft.
And then, like, the other version of that is, like, you want to eat in a restaurant in front of screens that tell you you're in space, which also there's a market for that.
You want an animatronic Stegosaur to bring your Pepsi?
I'm just saying, those are two different products.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back with What'd You Do That's New right after this.
Hey, teachers, the Monsters want to party with you. Join them for a Teachers Appreciation Party August 6th, thanks to TK Law. Details at realradio.fm/party.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Look out for emergency crews off to the shoulder on Florida's Turnpike southbound before Oakland Exchange, clearing up an accident. There's a crash on I-4 westbound before US 92, off in the grass there. There's slowdowns over Lake Jessup Bridge due to an accident on the Greenway southbound before State Road 434. Move over and slow down if you see police activity on the roadway. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Monty Montgomery, producer for Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll share the story of how an oil man helped capture one of the most notorious criminals of the 20th century. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Celebrate freedom from those old single-pane windows and that shabby front door with the beautiful designs from Renewal by Andersen. Why? Energy efficiency. It's good to know that Renewal by Andersen's acclaimed windows and doors offer excellent insulation, reducing energy loss and helping to lower your utility bills while maintaining a comfortable indoor temperature year-round, especially during these dog days of summer. Here's what Vincent had to say. Renewal by Andersen did an excellent job. Excellent customer service, excellent attention to detail, excellent follow-up. I highly recommend Renewal by Andersen for all your door and window needs. And right now is a great time to get started. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Call Renewal by Andersen today for your free design consultation. It's simple. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone. That's pound 250. Say the keyword best windows and be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
The Real Radio Summer of Laughs continues with our third and final night of the Real Radio Comedy Mount Dora Summer Night Series, Saturday, August 23rd, when Sabrina Ambra from the News Junkie takes the stage. Get the details at realradio.fm/comedy.
My buddies at wearenotthebanks.com, now bigger and better than ever. They have an all-new website, wearebeyondabank.com. Yeah, Brad Siebert and his team have partnered with Luminette Bank, and now they're more flexible than before. Licensed in all 50 states, We Are Beyond a Bank still has primary focus on mortgages and getting you the money you need. From new construction loans, commercial lending, refis, and purchasing your dream home with their Move Up Buyers program. Contact Brad Siebert at wearebeyondthebank.com or just dial pound 250 on your cell phone, keyword Luminate. That's pound 250, keyword Luminate. NMLS ID number 150953, equal housing and fair lending. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Celebrate your love this summer at International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway on us. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time at IDC. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel